What is your net worth, Mahesh?
Sasa venye nimepata urithi ya mzee sijui niseme ngapi. Nikiangalia hizo ng'ombe zangu ziko nyumbani. Nikiangalia kanyumba kangu kako pale Nairobi. Kama nimeenda sana hapo ma 20
million or 20 billion?
A million.
20 million. Hebu say it again.
Nambra kweli.
Kweli. Yes.
Tutaonana nao. Sirudi nyuma.
Mundu humundu.
Mundu humundu.
Hello viewers, welcome to News Beyond Headlines. This is a program that we bring on board leaders from all political divides to be able to talk about issues that are happening in the country and of course issues that are forming the political landscape in the country. And today I'm your host Violet Hauma on these News Beyond Headlines, and I'm honored to host Rhyan Injendi, son to the late Malava MP Malulu Injendi. Karibu sana mheshimiwa.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Ballot, for having me.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's been a while. I mean, I've been looking for you like forever.
Yeah. It's been.
We're happy that we've been able to.
Yeah, it's been quite a push and pull. Not really, but
you're busy.
Too much work. Yeah, too much work, and also you yourself. When I'm ready and available, you also engage in your
some
other activities. And,
yeah.
We thank God for the opportunity. I think maybe being a Sunday, maybe God wanted it to be on a holiday for us to have this interview. Thank you so much for having me around.
Thank you. Karibu sana. I know a lot of people have heard Rhyan Injendi, but they might not be knowing who is Rhyan Injendi. Yeah. For Malava people and Kenyans at large, please tell us who is Rhyan Injendi.
Thank you so much, Violet, for having me around. First of all, I want to thank you for the opportunity. I know you are a sought-after lady, and
no,
with your media and everything. So I really thank you for the opportunity. And just to a brief story about myself. My name is Rhyan Injendi Malulu, son to the late Honorable Malulu Injendi. I'm the eldest son in the family of the late Mheshimiwa. And I can say I was born in Kakamega, Malava to be precise. Schooled a bit there in a school called Lugusi Primary, where I started my early education. Actually, there was a school called Mawawanyi Kindergarten. It was like a preschool, kindergarten, yeah. Okay. There. Then we moved to Nairobi, and that's when went to St. Peter's Boys Primary, where I had most of my primary education. After St. Peter's Boys Primary, when I joined Msingu High School, which is now performing quite well in football. Actually, I'm good in football. I used to play football sana. But kufika pale, at the expense of Kakamega High, tuko sawa.
Okay.
So yeah, went to Msingu High School.
Were you a footballer?
I'm a footballer. I still play. I play for Bunge FC.
Oh really?
Yes, I'm a striker.
That's good. Namba 9 mgongoni.
Namba 9 mgongoni. Mimi kazi yangu ni kufunga mabao tu. Okay. Yeah. So I joined Msingu, where I did my KCSE there. And then after Msingu, I was lucky enough to join Catholic University of Eastern Africa, famously known as Square, where I did my Bachelor of Commerce with a major in banking and finance and a bit of management. From after my university education, I was lucky enough to be employed. My first job was in an NGO called Islamic Relief Kenya, which is in Nairobi. I worked there for I think 1 year. And then after that, I joined the banking industry, where I worked for, can say 11 years, nearly 11 years. Started with National Bank, went to Bank of Africa. And then I worked longest at Bank of India. I was there for nearly 8 years in Mombasa. So yeah, during my banking and my working career as a banker, I enrolled for a master's degree at the University of Nairobi, where I did a master's in business administration with a major in strategic management. And I managed to graduate well, and I did well. And after working in the private sector for quite some time, like I've said, nearly 11 to 12 years, I tried my luck with the public sector, where I was lucky to join Parliament after successful interviews and the rigorous process that are involved, where I'm working currently as a research and policy analyst, specifically with the Senate. where we help members come up with bills, advise them, do research for them, and just Parliament as a whole. It's a big institution where we assist in many other ways. Other than my career and my academic life, I must say I'm a father, I'm a husband to someone, and yeah, I have one wife. You know, sisi Waluhya wanasemanga sisi ni watu
lazima you declare.
Yes, yes,
anything
yes.
can happen.
Nisiposema ule mwenye anaangalia atanilaumu sana, mbona kunitaja, mbona kunitambua. And for us as Luhyas, having a family is one thing that we really embrace, and we value family. So I'm a husband of one. My wife is called Dorothy Chao, who I thank her so much. Aliniombea kura hiyo kwati nilikuwa nakuwa unveiled by my clan, Basonje clan.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm a father of 3. And that's it. I'm a happy person, calm, not very loud, just chilled, and yeah.
A lot of people have actually seen that they have been referring to you as a Gen Z leader. Yes. So how old are you then?
I'm 34.
You're 34
this year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
how was it growing up in a politician's family?
Just to set the record straight, I didn't grow up in a political family. My father has been a teacher all through his life. He started as of course, after his university education, he started as an untrained teacher in Lugusi High School, where he taught for some few years, and then he went to Nairobi. Kawaida to Nairobi, ukienda Nairobi, the first thing you go to industrial area to look for a living. And yeah, after that, he was lucky enough to join the University of Catholic University, where he was a lecturer, and later on served as a registrar. He's the longest serving registrar at Catholic University. He did so much change in the university. So growing up, I must say I didn't grow up in a political family. I grew up in an academic family. My father was a staunch academician. He believed in education, and yeah. So the political life came in 2013 when he now joined Parliament officially as a member. But during that time is when now we can say we started now seeing the political aspect of him. But for us, we grew up knowing that he's a disciplinarian, he's an academician, and he's a leader, because he was a leader in many forums. He was a leader of the Catholic Church where we grew up in Rongai. He was a leader in many other aspects. We could see him showing his leadership skills while still growing up, but not as a politician, just as a man who had some values and love for education. So that assumption that I grew up in a political family, I can't say that is the case, because I can say we've been in the political life for the last 12 years. Say 13 years while he was campaigning, now the 12 years while he was active in Parliament.
Okay. So joining politics, was it like your personal ambition, or is because of whatever happened you decided, let me try my luck in politics?
Sometimes it's I can say in my early life, if you ask my fellow classmates in my primary high school, I was a leader all through. In primary, I was a prefect in many departments. Of course, you know how primary schools are. In high school, I was a prefect also, and a captain actually, entertainment captain, who was the most referred to. I served well during my term, the longest serving actually. And in university, I held various roles as the leader in terms of leadership. So me coming in politics is not that I've been pushed or coerced or been coming in because of an opportunity that has shown up itself. It's just because it's something that has been there. When my dad started this journey, and after seeing him how he's working and how he's moving on, I told myself maybe one day I might join this space. Maybe when he moves a step higher to the governor seat, or maybe when he retires from politics, I can come in and ask the people of Malava, not necessarily Malava, any other place to come and be a leader. So it's something that I can say it's the same way you can plan for a journey. You say, hey, I want to go to Nairobi tomorrow, but something comes up urgently, which now you have to go to Nairobi now. So it's something that I've been having it in mind, but I knew it's a 10 or 15 years or 15 to 20 years ambition. But through God's plan, through his own doing, we are here now. It's something that I would have done it maybe 20 years, but now we are here tumeshavulia maji nguo na
inabidi umeoga.
Inabidi tunaoga. Na sasa ni kitu ambayo ilikuwa kwa roho yangu, si ati nimesukumwa ama nimeona ni kitu imekuwa, and I'm enjoying. When I go there, talk to people, it's like I'm in my element. So I feel like I'm doing what I love most. I'm doing what I think I would have done 20 years. So it's come a bit earlier. So it's a blessing in disguise. It's a blessing, and it's something I want to do, and I'll not really let down, and I'll not really let go. Yes.
So, like, don't you think, like, now that it has come prematurely, as per you're saying you had anticipated to join politics like 15, 20 years to come. Now that it has come now, don't you think that it will work against you?
Yes, you may say that, but like you say, like you know, sometimes you might apply for a job, thinking you might not get the job, but eventually you turn out to be the best candidate for the job. So it's about learning through the job, and I'm a quick learner. For those who've worked with me, for those who've been with me in my life, I'm a quick learner, and I can say for the last 3-4 months I've been in this space, I think I've learned a lot. There's a lot I've learned, and I can say, of course, as we grow, you cannot be perfect. But to this point where I am now, I can say I've learned a lot, and I'm still going to do a lot. I'm still going to learn a lot, because when I decided to join this space, there are a couple of people who've been there before, who are advising me, and through those advice, through those meetings, through those wrongs that maybe you have planned a meeting, it goes wrong. From that wrong meeting, you build up and correct for the next meeting. True. So yes, it's work without experience, but as you go through, as you move on, you gain the experience, you gain the knowledge, and like for you are a presenter, you are a news anchor and everything. You didn't start knowing everything, but all through step by step, learning from your seniors, your bosses, your friends, and you yourself just being proactive and learning things. You are where you are now because of planning. No one is perfect. And it's the same reason why we as young people are being told that, you should wait. Sometimes I usually wonder when they ask for jobs, they want 15 years experience, 13 years experience. It's kind of they look out the young people. But these young people have those ideas. They might not have the experience. They might not have the long duration of having worked in public service or having worked in a bank. But when you're given that opportunity, they might bring in some new thing. They might learn quickly and everything. So it's a challenge. It's a task.
You're ready
to learn, and I'm learning. And clearly, for you to call me for this interview, I think you've seen something, and you've already seen the kind of work I've done and I'm doing in this space in a quite short period of time.
During that time that you're preparing for politics in future, that is, did you have like a conversation with your dad about, your aspirations and, joining politics and all that? Did you have such a conversation?
My dad was quite funny. He would send me to some meetings. I think he was preparing me. He would be called somewhere, say, hey, Rhyan, I'm going to this meeting. I think you should go and address that meeting on my behalf. Give me some specific instructions. And sometimes when I go to those meetings, I would overdo. He would get calls saying, hey, this son of yours, wow. We didn't know he can be this mature, present these things in this particular way. So I cannot say that we had a discussion of me joining politics, but he would always push me, because as his eldest son, he wanted me to be there. He always told me, wewe ndio mwangaza, wewe unafaa uendeleze jina ya familia. So in our talk, he would always advise me on being a good leader, and I would thank him so much, because to this far and to where I am now, what I'm doing now, I think he's been my greatest mentor. So having those discussions of me joining politics, we never had them. But having discussions as a father and a son, teaching me on how to live well, how to treat people well, how to interact well with people. I can say those were the things that we discussed with him, and those are the things that are helping me now, pushing my agenda, pushing my political life as we are now.
Joining politics, is it because of the legacy and the name, the surname that you have, or is it because of merit?
Joining politics because, like I've told you, it's something that I had in mind. I never told him that I would join politics, but I would see how he was doing things. I would see how people do it. I would look at other people. And to this point, now people might say I'm joining now because he's gone. I want to continue the legacy. And of course, it's true. you would want to do better than what your dad did. You would want to follow the footsteps of your father. You can see the likes of Raila. You can see the likes of Mudavadi. You can see, even go to the Bible, Solomon and David. And there's a way, I cannot run away from the fact that I want to continue the legacy. But again, it's about a personal decision. It's about, I might have maybe been in that position, but not willing to take up this position. But I'm doing it because I have it in me. I'm doing it because I have the hunger to help and to work for the people and maybe bring some changes which the people of Malava and any other person, any other young leader or any other leader is yearning for. So of course the legacy bit is there, but yeah, it's about to improve not really to improve the Malulu name, but just to do well, to do good the society. Whatever skills I've gained through my working experience, the small working experience compared to other people, I can do some bit of changes and improve the lives of people, touch the lives of people.
So with that, what sets you apart from, your father's leadership and all that, politically and ideologically? What sets you apart?
What set me apart is I'm a young person. For him, was older. He joined politics while he was 45, I think, 45. I'm joining while I'm 34, 10 years difference. And as a young person, and with new ideas. And that is one thing that sets me apart from him. But ideally, leadership just the same. We have the same, the style is a bit the same. I'm very relaxed. I'm not very abrasive. I'm not very combative in my way of doing things. But the main thing, what is giving me an edge, is the fact that I am joining as a young person. And to be honest, while he was still leading, the thing that he would do, and he would consult me widely, sana. Consult me. I want to put up a tournament. What should I do? I want to go meet teachers, young teachers your age. What should I tell them? So me coming in, I'm coming in with fresh skills, and as a young person, I'm coming in with the new ideas that are now touching the young people now, because now is our time. The people who are a bit older than us, they've tried their bit, but now we as young people are coming with fresh ideas, new ideas, and giving hope to the young people. So yeah, I can say the youthfulness bit of it is what is giving me an edge. And
many of the people have actually said that this is a sympathy candidacy. So how will you respond to your critics?
The sympathy aspect of it is there. Like I told you, I cannot run away from Malulu Injendi, the late. The sympathy aspect is there. He did a very good job for the people of Malava. People loved him so much. So coming in as a candidate, of course, the sympathy bit is there. Yeah, he did well, and I'm coming in now to continue the aspects, the project that he had started, the idea that he had, because I would sit with him and I would hear what he's planning for the people of Malava. So the sympathy is there. But now we've already done Morning Mzee. He is now more than, from March, February to now is July, August, is nearly 5 months. The sympathy aspect now is gone. We are done mourning. For us as family, still mourning, but now we are fighting. We are in a war. So even when I address my people, I don't address them, oh, please help me. No, I'm telling them, I'll do this, I'll do this, I'll do this. So we will not run away, because there are some people who will only vote for me because they like to Mheshimiwa. But for me, I'm trying to run away from that fact. I'm trying to set apart the sympathy aspect, and me as a person, me as a young person, me as someone who's willing to come out and stand and ask for this position. So of course there are those who love Mzee because they loved him and they are feeling some sympathy for me. But there are those people who are voting for me because I'm a young person. I'm coming in nimejitolea against all odds, against all the bad talk about it, and I'm there. So and I'm saying I'm not going back, and whether with sympathy or without sympathy, we'll be there and we'll continue. Yeah.
You're vying on which party?
I've not said the party that I'm vying on, but as you know, Mzee died while in government party, UDA party, and that's where I'm standing now. So I must say I'm vying on UDA party. UDA. That's my party now. And as you well know, we had a rally yesterday with UDA, and I will continue with the party till the final end. and I'm willing to work with the government. As you well know, if you're looking from history, Malava has been in the government all through. There's no time Malava has been in opposition. Even as you look at the recent example was Weta Shitanda, sometimes he would go in with an opposition party or his own party, but at the end of the day, he will end up joining government, even be a minister, and he's been a minister. Same to Mheshimiwa Malulu Injendi. He initially joined in with a small party after things that happened in 2013, which people still remember till now. And then later on joined government. 2017 he was in government. Now he died while still in government. So for me, I'm in the UDA party, and yeah, from yesterday's rally, you could see I was wearing the party colors, and that's where I am now. That's my house now, and I hope and I pray that the party will work with me, and we will work with the young people. Yes.
A lot of people have come out to, they're actually salivating for the seats. How many are you again? The number that you know in total? Are there around 30?
Yeah, I saw a list. We are around 32 there.
32?
32, yes, 32.
In UDA?
In UDA we are 5. Currently we started many, but now we are 5 looking for that seat with the UDA party. So, but these other people are in other small parties and other big parties, others in opposition parties, yeah. But the total number is 32. But in UDA party we are 5 of us who are hoping that the party will hold one of us to move forward with the seat, maybe ask and campaign for the seat for Malava. Yeah.
So do you believe that you stand a good chance to be picked among the 5 in UDA?
I stand a very high chance. One, I'm a young person, and the government now, as you can see, they are looking on young people. Most members who are in the party, if you look at them, they are young people who are leading the party. Young people, vibrant people. So one, I'm a young person. 2, Mheshimiwa worked well for the government. He did a lot for the government. And the best way they could work and support and do well for the people of Malava is by the party working with me. Because we strongly believe there's a lot of unfinished business. A lot of unfinished. I could sit with him there and he could tell me of so many things that he was planning to do with this government. As you well know, back in 2021, 2019, 2021, as we were working for this guys, we were working hard to form this government. We had a lot of tear gas in our home. They really fought. We were there in the background. And I feel that there's a lot that we have to reap from this government, which was not reaped. So I believe and strongly believe that with good planning, with good, if we harness our strength and our ideas with the UDA party, with me as their candidate, there's a lot to be won. There's a lot to be achieved by the party working with me, with a young person. As you look last year, from the Gen Z uproar, yeah, there's been a lot of demand for young people, and I am here offering myself to the people of Malava as a young person. And UDA party should take this opportunity to look at this young person for the benefit of young people. The government showing that is working with young people. I am here and I'm ready. And I know that I'm asking for the seat because I'm just sitting down because I'm a son of a Mheshimiwa. You've seen my work. I've really done a lot, and people are really asking me, will this government really stand with you? And I'm hopeful, and I know with the president, he will stand with me, and the people who are in the party, they'll stand with me. So I'm very confident. I'm going to hold the ticket very soon, very soon. Let's watch this space. Okay,
in an event that doesn't happen, probably among the 5, they pick on someone else. What will you do? Will you walk out of the party? Will you go independent? Or will you say, okay, sawa sawa, mmekubali ni huyo, so I'm good to go. I go back to my work.
Let me quote the boss. Sasa ni kujipanga. Sasa ni kujipanga. So I'm not looking at a situation whereby I'll be denied the party ticket. But in the event that the party sees it fit that I am not worthy or I will not be given the ticket, then like I've told you, my candidature is not by my own willing. It's not by my. I started this journey alone, but it has reached a point where now a community is behind me.
Yeah.
some decisions I can't just take them easily. I can't just make such decisions by myself. A whole clan is looking at me. People who trust in me, the young people are looking at me. So in the event that I'm denied the ticket, then we have remedies. We have I have a team that I talk to. I have people, the opinion leaders, my fathers, my brothers that we have to talk to. I have to consult and see the best way. But I'm seeing myself not reaching that point where I'm denied the party ticket. I'm very confident. Yes, I have a resolve. I'm determined and I know. You know, in a competition, you cannot really say that I'm very sure that I'm going to get it because you have 5 of you guys. So, of course, there is a possibility, even if it is like 1% or 0.1%, but there's a probability that you might not get that ticket. So, umesema utajipanga. Well, let me ask you. When you go to an exam room, when you are doing an exam, say mathematics, do you go in that exam knowing that, you know, in case I don't answer number 1 or number 2, then maybe I can answer number 3 and then I get 100%. I need to have plan B. Yes. You just have to go there knowing that you're going to do the paper well. You're going to be, God is going to be with you and you're going to work well and pass the exam. You're not going there with a plan B of say if I fail. No, but Mheshimiwa, you say it. You've just told me, Mheshimiwa, that mwanasiasa ni kujipanga. Yes. So you cannot like go ndani kabisa and say like, oh, there is, yeah, I'm going in and anything will happen, let it happen. You need to have plan B. I know you're saying there's a committee and other people behind you that you'll go and consult, but again, you need to have thought about it right now, that there's a probability, there are chances that you might not get it. Like I said, you asked me the first question, are you sure I'm going to be the candidate for UDA? I told you, yes, I'm confident I'm going to be a candidate of UDA. And that's where I stand. But in the event, then we will now make a decision when that event comes in. When you go back to the drawing board. Yeah. So I will go back to the drawing board and see our next course of action. But I'm not seeing that event because I'm very confident. Yeah. Very confident. But among the 5 of you guys in UDA, do you feel like there is one who is a threat? Do you feel like huyu ndiye anaweza pewa in case it's not me? I don't see any threat. You don't see it? Umewasawazisha hivi. Mimi ni kiboko yao. Oh, okay. Mimi ni kiboko yao. All the best in UDA too. We're hoping that the nomination when I don't know if you're going for nominations or consensus. Now that is for the party to decide. Okay. I'm there. I am working my bit, but if in terms of the criteria on who is going to be the party candidate, that is upon the party leadership to decide. So for there, I can't really answer that. Okay. If it's nomination or consensus, that is for the party to decide. Okay. Are you very close with the president and the team in UDA? The president, we are very close. Not very close, I can't say very close, but we schooled with the son, Nick. We were with him at Catholic University, though he was a year behind me. He did law, I did Bachelor of Commerce. And yeah, there's a time he came to our place while he was still the deputy president. We had a very lengthy chat with him. I think he saw me. He saw me as a leader from our first interaction. There's even a video I'll share with you privately. You'll see how I made him laugh and we talked strength. Yeah, we are close. And in the burial, he was telling people on how he'll pay our dowry. We see it maybe wasichana wenyewe. So we talk sometimes. I reach out to him, but he's a busy man. I can't say that we talk oftenly. But yeah, we are close. We are like you talk on phone. You call him. He calls you sometimes. That I can't tell you that we talk like that. But okay. But we talk. We are friends. But you know, he's a busy man. So, but he knows me, and we sometimes he asks me how is family. He's really concerned about mom. How is mom faring on? How is she? And yeah, he's a father figure. Yeah, he's been checking on you guys. Yes. You are a young person was presented himself for Malava seat. What do you have for Malava people? What I have for Malava people is one. Majorly is to finish what the late MP started. Yeah, there's his brainchild. One of his brainchild was Shamirere National Polytechnic. It was a TTI, now it was elevated to a national polytechnic. There are some unfinished business in that polytechnic. There's need for an engineering lab, there's need for hostels, there's a lot to be done in that national polytechnic. So one, I want to finish what was started in that university, in that polytechnic. Two, there's the road from Ikoli. There's a place called Ikoli to Malava. Ikoli it borders Nandi, yeah. So there's that road that started. It is now at Malava, but it's not finished. And now the road that is starting from Malava to Samiti, it is in a bad shape. But we thank the government. We thank through Mheshimiwa's effort. There's money that was allocated to the road, and anytime this month or next month, the road will be commissioned by the president himself. So it is my wish that this road finishes, the construction and the working on it is done. Yeah, there's the KMTC. It was started. The construction is going on. There is the issue of the Malava, the two sub-counties in Malava. No, Malava is the largest constituency in Kakamega County, and it was in the wisdom of the late Mheshimiwa that it be divided, because sometimes people used to argue that why is Malava not doing gorofas? Why is it not being given so many opportunities? Yet it is the largest constituency. We get equal share as Mumias East constituency. But if you look at these others, they are small, but the share is the same. And Malava is quite large. So the subdivision of Malava to have two sub-counties, which is now Kabaras East and Kabaras West, is something that is that when elected, I'll make sure that it is actualized. The new administrative units, which have not really been established, and they're there, but they have not been really actualized. And thank the CDF and the government. Yesterday, last week on Thursday, I think, we did a groundbreaking for the new sub-county headquarters for the Kabaras West sub-county. And other than these pending projects, I have a very big plan for the youth of Malava. Most of the youth in Malava are educated. Mheshimiwa did a lot of education. He educated them. Employment is an issue in Malava. So my main focus is to make sure that the youth are empowered through employment, create opportunities. Yeah, the women also, they have so many merry-go-rounds, these CBOs, to try and hold them and make sure that people are getting some money. Yeah. The other thing is the issue of sugarcane. Sugarcane farming is something that I can say Malava is one lucky constituency. I think in Western, it is the only constituency that has 2 sugar mills. But people feel that the mills have not really done justice to the people. Yeah. My coming in, having worked in the banking industry, having worked in the NGO sector and now in government, in parliament, we'll try to look out for a better way, because these are private industries. These are privately owned industries. We cannot just go there and start just stamping and hoodwinking these people, because they are giving employment to our people. They are giving, they are providing some services to the people. They do some CSR to the people. So my aim is to see how best we can work with these 2 companies, Butali Sugar and West Kenya Sugar, to see how best they can improve on the tonnage payment. They can improve on the roads, because there's some money that is paid to that they take from the farmers in order to maintain roads and do some small things. So to try and just work together as a community, because we need them as well as them needing us. So other than looking at the industrial bit of it, I'll also want to focus on education. See how best to improve the education sector. Of course, there's how it's being done, but I want to come in with new ideas, because having been in Nairobi, lived in Nairobi so long, I can see what other people are doing and marry these new ideas with this, and see how best we can improve the education sector. So, and of course, the security, and of course, the legislation bit of it. Coming up with new laws to improve the lives of not necessarily people in Malava, but generally the lives of people in Kenya. Because as you well know, the Gen Zs, the youth in Kenya are advocating for good leadership. So me coming in, I will also try and have these young people have a discussion, represent them in parliament with the new ideas. By how do we do this? Coming up with new laws on how to improve. Maybe things to do with the creative industry. How best can we improve people who are in the creative industry space? How can we improve people who want to do business? How can we, what are these new ideas? So that me coming in that aspect, I'll try and improve on this aspect of maybe legislation and see how best we can improve even these extrajudicial killings that are happening now. How best can we tackle this as a young person? What can you do differently? How can you address this issue in a legislative manner that is well to the government, but again well to the people? Once I come in, I'll not work independently. I'll talk to people. I'll bring on board people, young people who are like-minded, who want the best for the people, because it is a joint effort. It's a combined effort. So I might have my ideas, but you can find some very young person somewhere. He has this very good idea, but how to address it, how to make it reach parliament, that's where the problem is. So I'll be the link between what young people are saying and how can it be addressed now nationally. Now that's where I come in.
What you just say is a projection of what you will do if at all you're given a chance. What have you done now?
Well, what I've done now, like I've told you, it's been 3 months. Politically, I've not done anything. But in terms of my work as a staff of Parliament, I've done so. I've helped in coming up with so many bills in Parliament. And just to also tell you, I have a foundation. We started with the late Malava Injendi, he was the chairman, our chairman. And I'm also a director in the foundation. We've helped a lot of people in the society.
What is the name of the foundation again?
Injendi Foundation.
Oh, okay.
Injendi Foundation. We started it back in 2020. We've been silently helping people. We've been giving mothers some sewing machines. We even bought some motorcycles. Just to empower the youth, we bought some around 35 motorcycles to give to people for them to improve themselves economically, to assist the families. Also bursaries through the foundation. I'm a director. He's just the chairman. He was the patron. But I was the one from Kono, we would give, other than the CDF bursary, through the foundation, we've assisted some few people silently in the community. But for the 4 months that I've been active in this political space, I can't say there's nothing, but there's much I've done, that I can be honest. But through the foundation, we've done a lot. All
those things will actually will materialize if you're given a chance to lead Malava as it. And that is why I'm so much concerned. I really want to know, how would you prefer the nomination to be done in the UDA? Is it consensus? Is it the nominations per se? Or just, being handpicked?
I think, just like I've told you, that's a question that you can ask the Secretary General.
There is a way that you prefer as an aspirant. You presented yourself. You're among the 5 of you. You know how others are and all that. Who is who? Which way would you prefer?
Asking me, if you ask me, these 5 of us, even the 32 of us, they've really worked so much. They've really invested in this journey. So I would wish that the party would make it as competitive as possible, so that no person will feel left out. No person will feel like it was an injustice. They look at the merits. When you want to do something, when you want to make a decision, you look at the pros and cons. What is this person bringing to the table? As a party, they should look how for us to win this seat, for us to win Malava. That now I'm answering like a layman. I'm not in the party. I'm not a party official or anything. How best can we win the seat of Malava? Who is best placed? Those are the questions they should ask. Is this person sellable? Is this person showing having vision? Is he having what is his history? I'll go do a background check. Even you, before you get employed, when you go for an interview, they do a background check. They look at your CV. Some of these companies send people to your village. They go to your social media. what has this person done? He's saying he's worked for Unilever, or maybe he's worked for a particular company for this number of years. They look at the history. Has he really worked in this company? What was his achievements in that company? How long was he a very dependable? Was he a hardworking person? Was he a team player? So those are the things that the party should look at, even as we go to the nomination or maybe the consensus. Can this person deliver? Is this person going with what the trend as it is now? The trend now, people want young people. Is this person going to be sellable to the people? Is he likable to the women, to the young people? Is he matching with the party policies or the party ambitions and visions? Yeah, so those are the things that as a party going to the nomination, they should look at. And of course, bearing in mind that people have really invested, they've done a lot, they've sold their party name. So in case, for any reason whatsoever, because there's no doubt in my mind that I'm the candidate, I'm the person, I'm the right person, that in any case, I am given the nod to take over and forge this journey, then my competitor should also be the government, because the government has so many things to offer. Then they can, consensus.
They should support you.
There's a lot to support me, because it's a combined effort. Me myself, even if I win the ticket and then I start talking badly about these other people, I will not win, because they can go and decampaign me. So as a party, I'm not talking on their behalf, but if you ask me, they should look at such things. They should look at,
when they were campaigning, the Kenya Kwanza coalition, they had a whole lot of promises for Western people and also Kenya in general. And the outcry and even a number of issues that have been raised during the Gen Z protests is because of failed promises that they have not been able to meet. That is the current regime. Do you think this will work against you now that they're saying UDA is not popular anymore in Western Kenya?
Thank you for the question. I want to just focus on Malava. Malava people don't vote on party. They don't vote a party. As you can see, even Swetash at the time was elected with PNU. At that time, PNU was not a popular party in Western. Mheshimiwa the late was elected on a very small party called MDF, Maendeleo Democratic Party. Yeah. Yes, they might say it's not a popular party. For me, I want people to see me as a person, not a party. Yeah. But the agenda of the party, I have them. I will push the agenda of the party. Yeah. Just to set the record clear, Malava people don't vote for parties. They vote for an individual. And I'm presenting myself as Rhyan, as a worthy candidate, as someone who's young and hoping and wishing that I'll be the leader and do whatever I have in mind. Yeah. And also make sure that the dream of young people of having a young leader, elected leader, because if things go well, I might be the first elected young person after the Gen Z. But I'll not be the youngest, because as you can see, the president started his political journey in 1997.
We have PK Selassie here.
Yeah, and Mudavadi, he joined politics at the age of 28 years. Mheshimiwa, His Excellency, he started his politics in 1992, and he's born in 1966. He joined politics when he was 31. So many other leaders. If you look at the MP for Budalangi now, the current MP now, is called, you know him, it's called who? He joined politics. I was having a chat with him. He joined politics at the age of 30. So, Malava, UDA, Rhyan, Injendi, they should look at me as a person. Yeah. Going back to your question, the UDA party not delivering some of its promises. I want to give you a small scenario. When you are moving into a new house, you just got in your employment, your first salary, and you've started paying your rent. This house, do you start buying a 70-inch TV, a sofa, good coaches like this? It
depends from what tribe you come from. We have
I want to drive a point. So UDA party came in, it's now 2.5 years. An example of me moving into a new house, just from my first salary, nimeingia kwa nyumba. This house you start building it pole pole. Yeah, today you've bought a stool, tomorrow you'll buy a fridge, next time you'll buy a TV. Hivyo pole pole. So they had made promises, but I think slowly by slowly they'll see how best to deliver them. But just like a house, you have to come in and start now arranging things properly. So I think that's where they are as a government. I'm not in government to talk for them, but if you ask me, if in my own thinking, ni pole pole tu, pole pole, and that's why they're asking for 2 terms. This term is just to make a foundation, and then the next is now when to now actualize some of these promises. And as much as they're saying UDA is not popular in Western, I want to be the person to make it popular in Malava, because Malava gave UDA, the government, Kenya Kwanza. Malava constituency gave them the highest number of votes in Kakamega County. So I want, because of those many votes that they gave the government, through my candidature, through me, luckily if elected as the MP of Malava, some of those promises that on some of those wishes and desires that Malava people had, the aspirations that they had, and they voted for this government in numbers. It is my wish that I be the person to deliver, to make them feel that indeed in 2022 when they gave them the highest number of votes that they are now reaping. Mzee was in the process of reaping, but aliachia katikati. Sasa mimi nataka nilete matunda.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes.
You know, like when you say they need to be given some time to be able to deliver their promises, the same government, they're the ones who like made the promise and of course put the timelines, 100 days, this is what we're gonna do, we'll be done with this and that. So in the next 100 days, or if at all you'll be elected, the first year, let's say, what are you going to focus on in Malava?
First of all, Violet, let me answer you as a person who's been in the finance industry, in the accounting industry, banking industry. Sometimes you make a budget, yeah? You yourself, you can make a budget. You have, you want to spend this amount, you have this 100,000 and you want to spend it in this particular manner. Sometimes you might over budget, you might under budget, or the budget might work well, but there's something that you might not achieve with your budget. So it's the same case with the government. It made the promise is like a budget. It's a promise. A budget is like a promise. Sometimes you might over budget. You might be over ambitious in your budgeting. You might be well budgeted for, but you find that vitu zimeruka, hujaweza ku meet whatever you had planned for. So it's the same case with the government. They made those promises, but maybe along the way budget inakatika. Unapata nilikuwa nasema nenda Nairobi na shilingi 100, unapata umeenda usiku kumekuwa na maandamano, fare imepanda ni 500 sasa. No, you can't change your safari, you have to go. So such a case, I'm just trying to bring the but for my first 100 days is to make sure that whatever was started, whatever that is working, because for me I'm asking for 2 years to finish the projects that were started by the date. So in my first 100 days, people wataniona kwa ground, nimetoa hizi manguo, nimevaa apron, natembeza, naangalia barabara, naangalia to make sure that hizi vitu watu wanaona zinasonga, because they feel like they are stalled, they were not moving quickly, and to be in schools also to see the conditions of the schools, what is the need. So it's just for me, is majorly to look at these projects and make sure that they are being completed. But majorly in the first 100 days, I also want to make sure that young people wanaona matokeo, kazi kwa vijana. Try to bring in investors, try to look for opportunities. These AGPO, the tenders that are there in the ministry. Hata sisi vijana wa Malava wanajenga huko State House. Kuna maendeleo yanafanya, kuna marekebisho yanafanya kule State House. I can be the first one to bring a team from Malava to go and hata kupaka rangi kule State House. Yeah, to help these young people to get opportunities. These 100 days, hata kuona kama nimesaidia vijana kama 100 hivi wanapata kazi, wanafanya shughuli, ama tumefungua mahali kwa kitu, watu wanafanya, wanajisaidia. Maybe sasa mambo ni digital, Sasa ni mambo ya digital. Tufungue maybe mali a digital space where young people can come in with this ajira. There are so many things in this new budget that have been budgeted for young people who wengi hawajui. So through my knowledge, through my experience, through my position as a member, an elected member, I can do these things for young people because we are the majority. Hatuenda kule Malava vijana ni wengi. Unaona? That's what I will do in the first 100 days. To make sure vijana na wamama wanaona matunda ya kuwa na kijana mheshimiwa.
Talking of investment, like Malava has already 2 factories, sugar factories, Mutali and West Kenya.
Yes.
So what kind of investment are you talking about?
It's hard to say, but Malava doesn't have a bank.
Okay.
Imagine. So bringing in a bank.
The whole
to Malava.
constituent doesn't have a bank.
Sorry?
The whole constituent doesn't have a bank.
Imagine. Since independence. And we have 2 sugar mills. We have Shamberere National Polytechnic.
So they take money to other...
To Kakamega and Webuye.
Oh, no.
And Malava has so many teachers, so many policemen. Actually, Malava, kazi ya walimu, kazi ya askari. Malava. We are very economically tuko mali, hatujafika pale kitu tuko mali. Unaona? So by bringing in investors, I mean like bringing in people, maybe some other companies. Of course, they are these 2 sugar mills, but we can bring in some other people. We can talk to maybe Mabati rolling mills. We can talk with a few other companies. We are set up in Malava. Agricultural farms, because people are farmers. Farmers are many in Malava. Yeah, I can see now the CS cooperatives, Oparanya is trying to push this cooperative narrative.
Yeah,
I can uptake it. Look for people, see how best we can bring in some new ideas, new skills, and by investment, that's what I mean. Bring in some people who are willing to invest in Malava, and by investing in Malava, giving opportunities to the people of the young people and the women in Malava. Yeah.
UDA is facing a strong onslaught from the opposition, especially at the time when Kenyans are very unhappy. Are you ready to take on, the big wigs like, Panyako that has been there for the longest time, is been fronted by Wamalwa and Natembe?
When I started this journey, I knew there are some big wigs. And I have so many examples of people who've walked that journey, who've faced big wigs and they've trounced them. I can give an example of Honorable Aaron Cheriot. He won against all odds. Yeah. And I came to this, I made this decision to vie because I knew I'd meet these big wigs. But I want to tell them one thing. Even as we do politics, yeah, I'm very respectful. I'm very mindful. But I want to tell these people, my opponents, I don't want to mention the names, that whoever is vying, it is me, not Mama Betty. They should stop attacking Mama Betty. She's still mourning her husband. And we will, na wakizidi watajua mheshimiwa Molole cha Simba. Yeah, because I think you've seen on media how they are attacking Mama Betty, mama. Yeah. So wajue hata mzee akisimama akikuwa mheshimiwa walikuwa wanatukana mzee sana, hawakuwa wanatukana mama. Sasa mimi nimesimama, waendelee kutukana kijana, wasitukane mama. Sasa I'm putting them on notice. Wakikuja kwa Malava waongee mambo ya Rhyan, wasiongee mambo ya and that's part of politics. And we are ready to face them. So like you saying, they might seem to be intimidating, but I'm ready for them, and tutamenyana kama wanaume. Yes. Yes.
So if at all you're elected, what are the key priorities, projects that you really want to focus on?
My major focus is to finish what has been started by the late, but my key priority areas is employment. Watu nyumbani hawana kazi. Empowerment, wamama wako na vyama, lakini niza kuchangisha tu pesa, lakini nataka to take them a notch higher, to do some small investments, kama ni kuwapatia vifaranga, kama ni kuwanunulia mahema. They do something meaningful with their chamas. And of course education, like I've said, educating a young person is really helping the community through education. Wakifungua akili, wakipanua mawazo yao, unapata wanakuwa very creative na wanasaidia jamii. And of course mambo ya subdivision ya the constituency is also a primary focus. Like I've told you, juzi tu wame groundbreak the new administration for the new sub-county West Kabaras. So those are the main focus.
Okay.
We have 2 years, so I might not want to start new things while they are still pending things.
Asking people for 2 years, does it mean that you're going to serve 2 years, complete your father's project, and then you call it a day, or you'll continue?
Nikuulize. Nikuulize, umeenda kwa hoteli, wamekupatia kuku na ugali, kuku nyingine tamu. Wamekupatia mguu peke yake na uone kuku ni tamu. Na unasikia njaa bado.
Utaitisha ingia. Okay.
Wacha tuingie tufanye kazi na tutaona huko mbele. Huko mbele wa Kenya si ati mimi wa Malava. They'll decide. They'll decide, but I know I'll do the best job. I'll be a very good leader to them, and I'm sure they'll give me another and another and another. Ndio sisi tutakuwa tunaongelea kama His Excellency. Sisi ndio maybe tutakuwa tunakuja na polisi na State House tunaanza kuongea mambo.
So other than Malava said, like, do you have future aspiration that you might be going for gubernatorial, maybe presidency in future?
No one wants to be stagnant. Yeah, like I've told you, I started. Everyone wants to grow, and it is my hope and my wish that as I start this journey, humbly the way I've started, that it might open up. Maybe, who knows? I might be the president of Kenya one day.
Those people that you've actually mentioned, the likes of Musalia Mudavadi and others, they sort of climbed to wherever they are because of the surname they held, and or rather their father's political journey. Same to you now. Your father, people know your father more than you, and it's like probably you're climbing on that surname. People look at it as this has just become like a family inherited thing, politics in the country. How will you be able to convince Malava people that you're not building this political dynasty that has been there for ages?
Let me answer it this way. Some journeys are different. Mine is not any different. It's not the same as others. With the new constitutional dispensation 2010, it delinked situations whereby, like in this case, the president would have just come and said, Rhyan, wewe ndo mheshimiwa. But with the new constitution, it changed and made things very fair. And that's why I am here. I am here because it is a constitutional right for anyone to vie. So me being in this position, I'm not being pushed by anyone. You know, people are saying, I could see people saying mini project ya serikali, mini project. I'm not anyone's project. It is my constitutional right for me to vie. And when people of Malava elect me, they'll not be electing me as a son of Mheshimiwa. They'll be electing me as a leader, as someone who's come up. Yeah. So as much as people might say, oh, it's a family thing, then mwenye anaona ni Rhyan amekuja kama mtoto wa mbunge na nini, wacha jitokeze tumenyane na yeye. Sasa watu wachague. Unaona? It is about what are you showing? What are you bringing on the table? Who are you as a person? Yeah. So me, if God willing I'll be elected, it is the people of Malava who will be electing me. It is not someone who's pushing Rhyan kijana mheshimiwa apate kiti. Yeah. Because of the new constitution. Yeah. So I say, yeah, of course, me vying or other political sons of or daughters of leaders vying, it might look like, yeah, it's kind of a blessing, you know, wanda wanachukuana hivyo. But let me ask you something. When your father is a policeman, yeah, when a father is a policeman, his wish is not even his wish. There's children who always wish that I want to be like my father. Yeah. So even if he's a teacher, even a priest, when someone is a priest, a father is a pastor or Catholics, a priest, they don't mtu akikuwa hata watu kutairi huko nyumbani, watu angariba ama nini,
ngariba,
yes. These people when you unapanga tu mtu anataka mtoto wake anataka pia akue kama yeye. So it's just that politics is very national, it is very widespread, but it's also a wish. I also wish to be like my father.
Like your father.
Yeah.
But talking of you wishing to be like your father, what is your honest opinion on how your father performed as an MP?
He performed tremendously well. A lot. His major achievement was how he handled the CDF the CDF. He spread it across the constituency. Initially, CDF was a spoil for the few. It was something that only few people would enjoy it, yeah. But him coming in, he made sure ule mtu mama mboga, ule mtu wa chini anapata. And people really are really happy. As much as some would say they were getting some small money, a small allocation for the same, but he made it easy in that everyone knew that CDF was there, bursary was there, and everyone used to get something small for their for their people. And of course, in terms of legislation, he came up with a very good bill. You see these village elders, yeah. He felt that they should do a lot of administration and management in the village. He felt that these people should get some small of payment from the government, some sort of payment. That's why he came up with a bill to try and assist these young people, these old men in the, wanasaidia mpaka ndoa. Watu wakikosana kwa boma wanaenda kwa likuru, huko unaitanga malikuru, yeah. They do a lot of, so he also came up with that bill, which was it changed, it became a talking point. But again, I also remember there's a time he came up with a bill whereby he wanted Facebook and TikTok to have to be the way Safaricom sometimes can block you and it can follow you. It became a discussion sana. People got so many calls. It was sometime back in 2017 there, where he wanted people really misunderstood his idea. His idea was this Facebook, Instagram, TikTok now, they have a headquarter in Nairobi. And with these headquarters in Nairobi, in that when someone defames you, you can go to the office and the way you can go to a police station and complain, and then they make follow-up. So yeah, he had his controversies also here and there. He people really condemned him, but actually he told me, I wasn't asking that Facebook to have an office here for people to be monitored. I was just requesting that they have an office here. In case mtu anagongwa, someone uses a pseudo account, you can go to their office and complain or make a formal complaint, and then because they have the gadgets, they have everything, they can follow up, and yeah, someone who's defaming you, someone who's abusing you, someone who's so yeah, I can say majorly his major achievement was how the bursary. Sometimes hii masomo ni bure, lakini sasa zingine unapata wanakwama. Kuna some other small things. So he made bursary to be very accessible. He divided the constituency. We have now 2 sub-counties. Hopefully, maybe going forward, we might have 2 constituencies in Malava, because
and
it's 2 MPs.
And 2 MPs maybe.
Yes, yeah, 2 constituencies. That means 2 MPs. So meaning more allocation, more representation, yeah, more benefits for the people of Malava. Yeah, and of course the road from Ikoli to Malava, it was him. We never had a tarmac road in Malava. He is the first one to bring it. You can imagine how we were so disadvantaged for these many years. Other
than the main road to Ebuye?
Yeah.
So we didn't have any other tarmacs within the constituency?
No, there's none. You can even go check now. It is the only one that is. Now we want to continue this on from Malava to Summit. Yeah.
When I posed this question to you, like, how was it like growing up as a son, or in this family, a political family? I thought of you'll bring up the issue of you're talking about right now, like those low moments that he will just come and say, you know what, I'm so drained politically, and you'll sit as a family and just talk about issues that are affecting the controversies that you're talking about. So he had those low moments that he'll come and sit with the family.
Yeah, a lot. I remember there's a time they had a rally with one of the aspirants, it was a very bad rally. You know, he was never confrontational. But this one particular rally, even I can see there's a picture that was trending over Honorable Khalwale. He was there. It was a very bad moment. It was during the campaigns toward this 2022 elections, where they had people fought. Yeah, so kawaida sasa mpaka kuna kiboko kidogo. He was very, he said, I never wanted to reach this point where people are fighting just because of me, because they are supporting me, and then people fight. So we would have those moments, and I thank my mother so much. With prayer, he was always calm. He would always advise him, and there are times also he would be very happy. He would come home, hey, I've met the president, I've done this to my people, and people are really happy. I was pushing for this project, and now it's been approved. Yeah, we would have those moments. And there are times also he would come to us for advice. You know, I'm going to have a trip to have a conference to the States. What should I do? Yeah, I'm going to talk to people about this and this. What should I do? We would give him, even my younger brothers, they would there, and then he would go and actualize them. Some he would use them, some he would not use them. But generally, him as my father, he was one man who was never, he would never talk about his things sana. He was a guy who would sit, wait to see if I've been working I've been working on this thing, and now it's here. So, why didn't you tell us? Sikutaka kuanza kuwapatia anxious. I didn't want to sikutaka kuwapatia anxiety. That's why he was that kind of, he would hold, he's working on something but silently, but he will not tell you. But when it materializes, yeah. So growing up with him, we learned a lot from him. Humility. Very humble person. I'm telling you, when he died, I could meet askari watchman. Wanakuja, I was emotional at that time, but you will meet someone who's more emotional than you are. Wakuna shanga, kwani? How different was this guy? Because he would talk to them, he didn't have that flair of kwa mheshimiwa, bodyguards kila mahali, kwa matanga nenda kulala na watu wa chini. He was a person who really valued, he really took much prominence on touching the people, the people who were down there. So yeah, that was him.
So if you had to describe him in just one word,
he was a humble person. Humble person is two words. He was humble. He was humble, but very hardworking and a timekeeper. But he was humble, very humble.
Did he flog you guys? He was really like a very strict dad that angewatandika proper.
Hapo kwa strict, wacha tu. Wow. Huko nje anacheka lakini pale very strict. Very strict. I remember even while still in school, ati shule zinafunguliwa, opening day ni tarehe 7. Alafu because you see some other people come to school after 2 days, 3 days. Hiyo siku unaenda shule. Unaambia na sasa tukienda the first week we don't learn. We are just trying to acclimatize from
have to go.
You have to go. And akisema ni right. He was a very firm person. He could not be easily persuaded otherwise until he's convinced sana ndo anateka.
But that strictness helped you.
It did, and actually I was a good player, very good player. People whom I grew up nikiwa wadogo, they knew I liked football, but because of his strictness, he made me not focus so much on my football. Very strict. He even changed me from the school I was as young as I was in class 2, 1 or 2, but the whole school would know me because of my football talent. He saw that, akasema him being academician, na mambo yake ni masomo. Kijana kienda hii line sana ata nini. Because of his strictness, he changed me, kanipeleka shule St. Peter's and put some very firm instructions on teachers. Kijana, this is the line I want. And he will really call that time mabarua. Pata maandika barua kwa shule na naonyesha na mwalimu, ona babako. Sasa mimi I have no other ways. I have to follow what he's saying. Yeah.
Will you do the same to your sons?
No, now things have changed, and now talent pays. And actually that's one thing that I want to also focus on. Talent pays, and if someone has a desire for something, if someone wants to be a singer, yeah, I will really encourage my son, my daughter, or any other young person that I see. I will not talk down on him. I will not, maybe someone might not be good academically, but is good in other areas. I will support. So that was mzee. That's what I'm saying. Me as a young person, I'm coming in differently because alikuwa mtu masomo.
Nothing else but
sasa tumekuja tumechange, mambo ni tofauti. Sasa si masomo peke yake. We have other things. We have to be creative. We have to, yeah.
So what are your hobbies?
My hobbies is playing football.
Other than football, because your dad was very strict. So other than football, what else?
Making friends.
Okay.
I have so many friends. I have very few enemies. The other one is traveling. I travel sana, not sana, but nikipata opportunity to travel, nafurahia sana. Miondoko. Nasema muondoko. Traveling, yeah.
So among the 32 who are aspirants, do you feel like there is one who you need really to work hard to catch up?
The one that I can really say is maybe Seth Panyako. Why? He put a fight against my father. He became number 2. Yeah. So he's maybe, if I can say, maybe he can be the one. But I don't see him beating me. No one. No, I have so many. I can talk about. It's not good to blow your own trumpet, but I have some firepower. And watch this space. Wacha tusonge mbele kidogo. Wacha watangaze. Anajua hii soon, hii wiki, maybe next week or the other week they might be announcing. They might be giving the notice. They already declared the seats vacant already. IBC declared them vacant.
No, the flag bearer. They will be, especially the UDA.
No. They'll be leaving the flag bearer. They'll be giving them 90 days notice.
Oh, okay.
IBC. Now that's when Bios Nahanza. So yeah. So now that you've asked a lot sana about that question, he's the only, maybe because he's been there, and of course, yeah, but he's not scaring me, and I'm not scared. Na tutamnyorosha mapema sana, asubuhi na mapema. Malava hajazoea opposition. Hajazoea opposition. So
maybe the opposition will be in the government next time. That is 2027. You never know, because we have had, 1 term, half term, no term, 2 term.
Yeah, mine is new term. Mine is new term.
Yeah, what is new term?
New term. New term.
Okay.
So yeah, when I talk to people, when I usually like focusing on my what am I doing?
Okay.
How am I going to improve myself? Of course, we have to look at our advantages. How good is he? How can we counter? So I'm really working, and I thank God. We have a strategy, and I'm sure in the next maybe before the year ends, tutakuwa naongea na mheshimiwa. Inshallah.
Have you? Inshallah. So have you had a meeting with the president himself and Musalia Mudavadi, because I believe that he's been picked on as a lead campaigner in Malava by elections. Have you had like a sitting with them, talk to them about what you want, and this is basically your plan?
I've not had a sitting with any of the two, but what I know is they've been having close monitoring. They've been having delegations of people from Malava, and just like I said, this journey is about me and Malava people. I would want that when Mudavadi comes, he finds me ready, the ground is ready. It's just for them to make a decision. Yeah. It will be, I would say it will be, ni kama wewe si mzuri kwa kitu fulani, like unajipeleka kwa mtu atindo, you have to work, unatafuta endorsement, unatafuta. So for me, my focus now is just to be on the ground. And I'm sure nikikuwa kwa ground vizuri, hata then maybe unapata report anasema kijana, you might find out wanakuja wananitafuta mimi. Tumekuona. Kijana, kuja tutembee. Tumuona wewe unafaa. So I've not had that sit down with them. I'm focusing so much with mashinani, ground. Na ground inakubali.
Ground ndio itaongea.
Nasikiza si ile lakini si ile ule jamaa. Si ile ule jamaa lakini sasa hii niko kwa ground kabisa.
Watu unasikiza ground?
Nasikiza ground. Natembea nayo na.
Are you so prepared and believe and trust with the new IEBC that is in place?
Yes, I believe and I trust that the new IEBC will work well. They went through rigorous processes for them to be appointed. For one to be appointed in that position, there was that panelist, there was that panel that vetted them. They first went to the Public Service Commission, they were vetted. They went to that panel, they were vetted. They went to Parliament, a whole battalion, all those members, they vetted them. They looked at them. So I am confident that the new IEBC will deliver and it will do a good job. Yeah. I cannot talk about individual commissioners, maybe the chair, but I believe through that rigorous process and for after that long wait till now, I'm sure those who are concerned, who are in that process of electing and vetting these people, they might have done a very good job. And I believe, I trust the IEBC. In
an event that you lose Mheshimiwa, are you going back to public service or you will decide to do your own stuff?
Now, bado mimi kijana mdogo, there's a lot. I might be saying naenda public service, upate kumbe nimeingia nimekuwa mkulima mmoja hodari sana. Nafanya ukulima. Unaweza pata there's a lot. Sisi vijana tuko na mambo mengi ya kufanya. Yeah. So siwezi sema sahi in the event that I lose, because I don't see losing. Sioni kushindwa.
Okay.
Sioni kushindwa. Nimezoea kuishi in an opportunistic opportunity. I am positivity. Yeah. I siangali negativity. Yeah.
What will you want your name Rhyan Injendi to stand for in Malava, other than being in your father's shadow? What will you want Rhyan Injendi to stand for?
I want Rhyan Injendi to be the vision bearer, the change that Malava has been really looking for. Malava has that town, as you see it. It has been that way since I was a young boy. I would want to bring the change that people are really looking for, to change that town. It is not easy, but I know with good planning, with a good mindset, I will bring that change that the people of Malava are really looking forward to, or looking forward for. Yeah.
Anything different that you will do from whatever your dad did?
Anything different? Creating employment for these young people. Bringing new ideas. Creating employment. Is
it something that your dad didn't do?
He did, but as a young person who is also looking for employment, who is natafuta kazi kwa mheshimiwa, I really want to focus on these young people getting employed and being empowered. Not really employed, people getting something, because poverty level pale Malava iko juu sana. Yeah, as much as we have these two factories, bado watu wana struggle. So focus yangu sana ni to uplift the lives of people, to make people bring fortune in their families. Yeah, that's my main focus.
Was it 14th?
Yeah, the one the clan
July,
endorsed me.
They endorsed you, right?
Yeah.
So after the endorsement, how has it changed? Or what does that mean there? What does an endorsement really mean for your journey?
An endorsement means that a whole clan is looking at you as their leader. They've asked other people to shelve their ambitions to focus on Rhyan. So that alone, that alone in itself, it shows that I have a base already. And our clan is the largest clan in Malava constituency. By them, these old men, these leaders, the village leaders, the women, the young people, all of them gathering at one point and declaring that you're our person. It is something that is very momentous. It gives you, and most people who are asking me, because in Malava, clan politics works, it really plays a major role, clan politics. So me being supported by a whole clan, it changed a lot for me, in the sense that anyone who was looking at me as a candidate, he's seeing me as a person who already has a head start. Yeah. So it changed. It made me now be seen as a leader, because now when we have these meetings in the village with the clan, people treat me as someone who they give me the energy and the encouragement and the need to be that leader that they really are looking for. Because as you remember, we were 3 of us in the clan, in our clan, who are looking for this seat. But the clan, in its wisdom, thought that I was the best, and of course with many reasons. Yeah, and yeah, it's giving me a lot of it, because it is making me now, as I traverse the constituency, my people are with me. They are supporting me. They are there with me. They are, yeah. So
clan politics plays a role, especially in Malava.
Yeah.
So you believe with the endorsement you stand a chance?
Yes, a very big chance.
Okay.
Because I'm not focusing on the clan. I'm focusing on the whole Kabaras community, the Malava community. But you know, for you, when you're going somewhere, sometimes you have to sit as a family and discuss. Maybe you want, maybe you want to go marry. Yeah, you found someone, and yeah, bring him to the family. You know, after that someone goes, you as a family sit down and start discussing. You know, they'll give you encouragement. Maybe he's a good person. They'll advise you. You know, hey, this jamaa, nimemwona mahali pengine, be careful. Yeah. So that's where we are. It's not that I'm really focusing on the clan politics, because I need votes from everyone.
From everyone.
Every person.
Exactly.
But the fact that your family, my family is supporting me, my brothers, my mothers are supporting me, my mother is supporting me. Now the clan has come in to support you. It's like a family is supporting you. So that alone, it gives you hope. It gives you determination, because you know there's a base behind me. In case of anything, even if there's anything to discuss about, I also have to go and consult, because they vested their belief in me. Yeah. So that alone, as I work with my head high, because I know I have people behind me who believe in me, and it is now upon me to convince other people that indeed these people believed in me, and they still believe in me. I need you also to believe in me. Kubembeleza, ndio maana ground tunaenda sana kujaribu kubembeleza, kuomba jamaa,
kutongoza kura, actually.
Actually hivyo.
Yeah. So I know there's a day nilikuwa kwa event huko kwenu, and then ulikuwa unaigiza babako, like literally if somebody was not watching, somebody will feel like ni babako anaongea.
Oh, really? I didn't know. Yes, I'm saying
there is that car. Kuna statement yenye babaka anapendaga.
Mlamburang.
Mlamburang. Like you did that, and I was like, he actually said it just like yeye mwenyewe. Hebu say it again.
Mlamburang kweli.
Kweli. Yes. Mlamburang kweli. I mean, like he used to say that like all the time. So what are these similarities between you and your dad?
Same tu ni damu.
Ni damu too.
Even my brothers pia wako na.
Do you have like some of the characteristics, that unaendana na dad?
A lot. Humility tuko hapo. Hapo kwa time ndio kidogo nachelewanga kidogo.
Kabisa, si kidogo sana.
Yeah.
Hapo kwa time ni sana.
The element of humility, the element of just being concerned about people. Wanting to go an extra mile to assist someone. I think that's one of the things that I took from him. Just to kuona mtu amesaidika. Hata kama iko mbaya, hata kama ni kulala njaa, ama hata kama ni kujinyima kitu mtu apate. I think that is one thing I also borrowed for him, because alikuwa anajinyima sana. He is a guy who would, sometimes unakaa kwa nyumba mnasema dadili hatukuli nyama bwana. Sema sasa tukikula nyama huko nyumbani mtu hata ana chakula ana hata mboga. So acha tu tukule tu isukuma, at least mtu mwingine pia hapa tuko nyumbani. So it's the kind of the same characteristic that I have. Of course people say I work like him, but I don't know. Mimi ndo mnajua. Lakini inasema damu zinafuatana. Damu, your genes.
Actually, in the country, we've had calls by a section of leaders for the generational conclave, trying to address issues that were raised by Gen Zs and all that. So as a leader, and of course there is that generational gap between now the government and the disillusioned youth, in the country. How do you think they should really deal with it in ensuring that they actually do away with the gap that is there?
One, there's a time I had an interview with Trevor Mbija, and my biggest advocation, my biggest push is that we young people, change cannot find you. It is you to push for that change. And the only way to achieve this change, because most of these changes are to do with administration, to do with leadership, to do with I don't know, so many things that really touch the youth.
Positions in government, yes, and all that.
Yes, for us to achieve this generational gap, this difference, because the young people, they are these people, this gap in between, for us to achieve it, ni venye mimi kazi nafanya sahi, kusimama kiti. Yeah, we take up these roles. If we don't take up these roles, we'll continue just crying, we'll continue just being there, we complain. But if we take up this role, me starting 2027, most of us are not necessarily being a mheshimiwa, but just taking an active leadership role. Yeah. Kama kuna hizi na can see now teachers are having elections, mambo ya kupeta maninati. Young people take up and once we take up these positions, this role, because that's how these people who are now leaders now, that's how they started. The James Orengos of this world, the Mwai Kibaki in his youthful age, yeah, George Saitoti, they started was still young, and they are the ones who brought those changes. Raila Odinga at a young age. So for us to bridge this gap, it is by us taking up this leadership roles, position, not necessarily politically, even in church. Yeah, even in church, I can sometimes when I go home, I see when I go to these churches now that nowadays I go to different churches, I see young people and they do quite well. But mtu amesimama na hubiria watu. Yeah, young people wamekuwa chiefs. Chiefs kitambo ilikuwa watu wazee, but mtu mdogo amekuwa chief. We take up these leadership roles because you can only influence once you're in a position of influence. You can only influence once you're in that level where you can talk to people. You can you are in a position where you can maybe negotiate on behalf of others. And that's why I'm really pushing for young people to watch uoga. Ndio wanasema tuna pesa, hatuna experience, lakini kwa kuna akili. What do you have in your mind? Once umeamua na umejipeleka, I'm sure the change that you're looking for, the push that you're looking for, unapata umeachieve, umesikizwa, inafanyika.
In the next 10 years, where do you think you will be politically?
In the next 10 years, I wish that I'll still be serving the people of Malava and the people of Kenya. And safari huanza na hatua. Whatever happens huko mbele huwezi jua. But I believe and I hope and pray that whatever I'm starting now, people will see its fruit in the next 10 years. Yeah. And sometimes you may not tell about the future. Mheshimiwa wako amepanga mambo yake, lakini sasa Mungu hapana mambo yake. But for me, I hope and believe that the same now that I'm joining this political line, the same way young people have grown. I can give an example of Mtula Kilonzo. He's now a governor in a span of I think 10 years. Is it 10 or I don't know? Yeah. I also wish to emulate from my seniors. Yeah. Who knows? I've told you I might be maybe the president of Kenya. Hakuna mkate ngumu mbele ya chai.
Sure.
Yeah, so yeah, in the next 10 years, I pray and I hope that God will give me the wisdom to serve people well, to touch people's life, I may not be still a leader, but in my advantage, in the position where God has given me, placed me, that I hold people, I impact people's life positively in the next 10 years, even more. That people, when they look at me in a very good way. Yeah, I help whatever I can do. I help where I can. I improve what I can improve in the next 10 years. I might not be a politician. Maybe in the next 10 years, I might not be, maybe I might just be someone somewhere. Maybe I might be in that foundation of mine, being big like UN, United Nations is a big NGO, it is touching people.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. So where I'll be in the next 10 years, let me be a person mwenye nakumbukwa ama naongelewa in very good way. Amebadilisha hii, amefanya hii. I want to be that change in the next 10 years.
Putting up machinery to campaign for that seat, it's not like a joke, and especially by election where we have like 30-something people who are coming in to, to be elected, or rather to seek for that seat. I would really want to know how you prepared, your net worth. How are you planning to fund these campaigns? Are you like relying on friends and party, or are you going it on your own? You have your own game plan?
There's yes, of course, politics is about money, finances. But I can give an example of that Mheshimiwa who was is it Embu or Meru, who was vying using a bicycle.
Yeah,
and he never spent a lot of money. So sometimes there's the financial bit of it. But again,
are you putting yourself in that shoe? Of a person who can really
No, I'm just giving a scenario.
Okay.
Yeah. But right now, where we are now, I have very good friends. I have very good friends who are really supporting me. And myself, pia si mchache, nimejipanga mbaya sana. But again, a good leader is the one who makes this leadership be like ni yetu, si yangu. Ujue umeenda na pesa zangu, nimeenda na mimi. You get it, yes, lakini itakuwa ni kama so for me, I can say for sure I have very good friends. I have a very good family. My mom, my brothers are very supportive. My clan very supportive. People who are around me are very supportive. So I give it, and God, actually, to be honest, hiyo mbali nimefika ni Mungu. Yeah. And of course it's an expensive affair where what I've gotten myself into. And the reason why young people are also afraid to get into it, because it is quite expensive. But I thank God, with the little resources that I have, with the little money that I have, I'm doing something. And it is moving. And it might be about money. But again, I stand to say it is about what you have in your mind. You might have the money, but you don't have good strategies. How are you planning yourself? How will you utapangaje watu? Utajipangaje mwenyewe to get this thing? So I'm just giving it I'm giving strategy as the main thing, and then with these strategies you can resource mobilize. You can maybe say hapa mahali tufanye hivi, and you might end up spending more, spending less, but it's just about planning. My focus now is just planning, and resources will come. And when unajua hii dunia hakuna pesa inatosha. So marafiki zangu, familia yangu na Mungu wangu ndio watu ambao natembea nao, wananisaidia sana mpaka pale nimefika. Na pia mimi mwenyewe nimejiamini na niko hapo. Mimi si mchache wenye nimesema.
What is your net worth, Hesh?
My net worth. Sasa venye nimepata urithi ya mzee, sijui niseme ngapi. But at least niko na gari. Sorry, niko na kagari, niko na nyumba, niko na bibi na watoto. Siwezi sema the figure itself, but I think I'm worth enough.
Okay, tell us between this much and this much.
Nikiangalia hizo ng'ombe zangu ziko nyumbani. Nikiangalia kanyumba kangu kwa pale Nairobi. Kama nimeenda sana hapo ma
20 million or 20 billion?
A million.
Million.
20 million.
Okay.
Naweza kuwa nachezea hapo. 20 million hapo. Nikiangalia kanyumba, tungombe, kashamba konako hapo village. Na maybe ile pesa na ile maybe ile kitu mzee ameacha ambayo itakuwa yangu. But for naweza cheza hapo
20. So like unaona hii campaign yako inaweza chukua like how much?
Campaign itachukua pesa mingi kupita hapo. Itachukua pesa mingi kupita hapo.
So you'll sell your house, you'll sell ng'ombe, you'll sell everything.
Ikifika hapo mpaka tufanye. Sasa ni sacrifice. Imefika point ni sacrifice. Na nimesema mimi sirudi nyuma. Unajua kuna watu wanasema, kijana, nataka kuambia watu. Ai, tutaonana nao. Sirudi nyuma. Mundu humundu. Na kuna cha bure. Tunangangana nao mpaka mwisho. Mimi sirudi nyuma by the way. So, of course, like I've said, it's an expensive affair, the campaign, but I am ready to take it. I am ready to push forward, to push that agenda, that youthful agenda, that generational change, youthful leadership. I'm pushing it and I'll not back down. Kulikuwa na nini mingi zimetoka, propaganda mingi, kijana anatembea tu, lakini sasa ataachia mtu pale mbele. Mimi niachie mtu na watu wamesema nimetosha. Kwani mtu ananishindia nini? Tunaenda tamenyana. Unajua kwa Kiluya wanasemanga umsahulu no umsatsa arulala. Yaani ukitoka umetoka. Na sasa mimi nimetoka. Na wanasemanga ati ajuangi penye analala. Mzee akitoka kwa nyumba kwa Kiluya, yani when someone leaves the house, a man. For women mzaka kwa nyumba sana nyumba. Ikisa kwa mwanaume akitoka kwa nyumba penye analala ajuangi. Yeah. Sasa mimi nimetoka kwa nyumba. Nishatoka kwa nyumba. Na napiga situ kitairi traditional, napiga ile nyimba. Sasa upende usipende lazima utakatwa. Kutairi lazima.
So you're ready for that?
So
you're ready for the knife?
I'm ready.
Wow.
I'm ready.
Please talk to your people. Hapa kwa hii camera, look at the camera. Talk to your people wa Malava. If at all they have 30 seconds to vote, what is this one thing that you'll tell them?
Watu wa Malava, acha niongee kwa Kiswahili na Kiluya.
Okay.
Sasa my big ni nini hao. So watu wa Malava, napenda kusema hivi. Hii safari tulianza baada ya kupumzisha mheshimiwa. Na wengi walidhani safari ni ya mchezo. Wengi walidhani safari na cheza tu, nafanya utoto. Lakini hapa ambapo nimefika, mmenishika mkono, tumetembea pamoja, na nawahakikishia hamfanyi uamuzi mbaya. Ninyi hamtakuwa watu wa kwanza kuchagua mheshimiwa ambaye ni kijana. Na naomba mkipenda hii mambo ambayo mko nayo mingi, hii mambo ambayo ilikuwa na mheshimiwa ambaye ameenda, hii kazi tuimalize. Na naomba ya kwamba mniamini. Najua mshaniamini. Tusirudi nyuma, tutembee pamoja, na najua tutafaulu. Hii mapenzi ambayo tuko nayo, umoja ambao tuko nayo, kuweza kuimprove our livelihood huko nyumbani. Washere, vijana papuha, numuyanza. Wasahulu, kuchendalala. Malava ino, kula chenja. Ende kijana uno. Sendi mtiti sana ta, kulimbolanga, nukudumasike iwene. Rhyan ulala ula kulalende no ulala ule. Kuchenza lala, kuchendalala, kuyanzane, mani mumbere sekurawa. Nambura kweri manu banji. Mumbere sekura. Na basabata numuyanza. So ni hayo tu, na naomba, na najua Mungu ako na sisi. Iko sababu nimekuja kujitokeza kusimama hii kiti. Na najua na mapenzi yenu na umoja wenu tuko na ushindi. Mwaka huu tunakula kondoo na mbuzi kule kwa boma sababu ya ushindi wetu wa Malava, kiti cha Malava. Na washukuru sana kwa kuniamini, kwa kutembea na mimi. Asante.
Maybe your last message to Mheshimiwa Ruto, who is the party leader of UDA party that you're vying.
Yeah.
Your message to him?
His Excellency Dr. William Samoei Ruto, rafiki yangu mpendwa. Unajua Mheshimiwa Ruto, kabla ukue rais, yeye wakati ulikuja kwa boma, iko chupa fulani nilikupatia na nakukumbusha. Nilikwambia chupa ya maji hii ukunywe, sauti sikaipotea. Ya. Na nafurahi ulikuja kwa mazishi ya mzee. Ulisimama na sisi katika hii hali yenye tulikuwa nayo ya kupoteza mzee, ugonjwa, mpaka wakati tulimpumzisha. Sasa hii nakuomba Mheshimiwa Ruto, rais wetu, ile chupa nilikupatia ni ukunywe maji kutafuta urais. Naomba pia mimi unipatie chupa kama hiyo. Na nakuhakikishia kwamba UDA party, chama cha serikali, kikitembea na mimi, kiti cha Malava naileta. Mheshimiwa alikuwa na nyinyi kwa serikali, na mimi na kuhakikisha kwamba nitakuwa na wewe, nitatembea na wewe, na sitakuacha nyuma. Ile maono uko nayo, ile ndoto uko nayo kwa watu wa Malava, naiona. Na ile mambo ulikuwa unaongea na mzee chini chini nyuma curtain, naijua bado. Na ukinishika mkono, na ukiniamini, na hii kiti, na hii candidate cha Malava, I'm promising you I'll be one of the best leaders you will have put your hand on. Asante sana Mheshimiwa, you're doing a good job for Kenya. Continue with the good work. Work well for people. Mambo ni two term. Hakuna kurudi nyuma. Asante sana.
Thank you so much, Mheshimiwa Rhyan, for your time. I know because of time, you really need to go to other, events, talk to your people, go down kwa grassroots, bonge na wase, wakupatie hizo kura. And we wish you all the best.
Asante.
Hoping that next time you'll invite us for another interview.
Of course,
now being installed probably as the Mheshimiwa elected MP in Malava constituency. So thank you so much. So that has been Rhyan Injendi. They always say that legacy is inherited, but leadership is earned. And so as Malava people prepare for the by-election, we hope that they will be able to vote wisely and pick on a leader that will be able to push their interest and ensure that they are served as they deserve. It's been News Beyond Headlines. I've been your host, Violet Auma. Till next time.